No one is perfect, and criticism is always welcome and expected. Because you are women, people will force their thinking on you, their boundaries on you. They will tell you how to dress, how to behave, who you can meet and where you can go. Don't live in the shadows of people's judgment. Make your own choices in the light of your own wisdom. Life is a blur when one is essaying different roles. It is so fulfilling. Everyone must accept that we will age, and age is not always flattering. No is an entire sentence in itself. No means no, and when somebody says it, you need to stop. It's a war zone, my body, and one which has been through a great deal. Having no work would be terrible. I am insecure about tomorrow. Will I get another job? Will it be appreciated? I will pursue acting for as long as I have a face and body that is acceptable to the people, but I still worry that if I don't do better tomorrow, it will all go away. Don't let anyone make you believe the length of your skirt is a measure of your character. I'd love to romance Aishwarya Rai, but I'm 58 now. So I have to play her father. I am looking forward to going to Dubai because it gives us an opportunity to interact with each other. We can sit and enjoy each other's company. We can go out for a walk without worrying about shooting schedules. I've accepted that I was a failure in politics. I was not qualified for the job. I should only look back at moments that were disparaging, looked down upon, negative for me, moments where I could learn something. And if I have been able to use that learning in future, then I am happy about it. My father is a poet. He's a literary giant of this country, writes in Hindi, and also quite unique because he has a PhD in English literature. He taught at Harvard University, which is one of the most prominent universities in the country. Personally, when a controversy erupts, we decide first whether it requires clarification and, secondly, if it receives notice from authorities and the establishment, we submit responses to their queries. Frankly, I've never really subscribed to these adjectives tagging me as an icon, superstar, etc. I've always thought of myself as an actor doing his job to the best of his ability. I like to feel the butterflies in the stomach. I like to go home and have a restless night and wonder how I'm going to be able to accomplish this feat, get jittery. That hunger and those butterflies in the stomach are very essential for all creative people. I would like to believe that I still am a shy person. I am very introverted. I have a problem communicating. I think that it's important that actors keep getting challenged every day. For every creative person, it's a terrible moment when they say they have done all they want to do. I just lead my life as naturally, as normally as I possibly can. But I can't help it if controversy is hounding me day in and day out. I'm quite amazed sometimes by the way they go about it. I grow a beard and it lands up in the editorial in the Times of India. I don't spend much time looking back at what happened. I do remember it, but I don't see any purpose of wanting to look back. I'm very fortunate to have spent so much time in the industry and to have lived through several generations of filmmakers, actors, and technicians. There's a huge volume of experience seeing people change and seeing content change. I'm very lucky and very fortunate to have survived and to still be working after 45 years. I ask you, as a citizen, is it a crime to go to the temple? And if I am propagating superstition by going to the temple, then the whole country is propagating superstition. People are fed up with seeing the same thing over and over. They want a qualitative change. I feel a burden if I don't write. Audiences change because life changes. Countries change geographically, climatically, socially and morally. Many things happen, and cinema, in a sense, reflects what's happening in the world. I get up in the morning, have a job to do, go there, come home, be with the family, that's it. The amount of things I have been through and the remarkable ways in which the body has reacted is just phenomenal. No wonder I became religious, because you don't know why something's happening to you and you don't know how you bounced back. I did not resign from politics because of Bofors. I resigned because I do not know how to play petty politics. I did not know back then and I don't know now either. I think, what you fear most is not being able to perform, about not being able to meet new challenges. The fear of non-acceptance, particularly if in creative art. What happens if the audiences do not like you anymore? Indian actors, because of the format of our stories, need to be good actors, and be able to perform emotional sequences, do a bit of comedy, dance and singing, action, because all of this forms just one film. In many ways I'd say there are greater demands on Indian actors than there are on Hollywood. My mother came from a very affluent background, very westernized, while my father was more Eastern. So I've had a very good blend of the East and the West. I guess this has been extremely helpful in making my career and the way I function. There are many things that I feel I have missed out on. I am not in the least eloquent or fluent with languages. My writing on social media is quite pedestrian. But even if it was near any acceptability, I would not be in a position to pen a script or a book. I think Crouching Tiger is a genre of its own, and it's extremely well done, and God bless them for it. Basically I am just another actor who loves his work, and this thing about age only exists in the media. No new projects at the moment. There are restrictions to how much I can take on. And I need to finish those that I am committed to do before thinking ahead. But I'd rather they take final shape before we talk of them. Dearest TV media and vans outside my home, please do not stress and work. I sometimes lament the fact that I do not have the benefit of a complete and ailment-free body structure. Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio, he be so gorgeous, no wonder all the ladies flocking to him, he be Gatsby. I have never really been confident about my career at any stage. I have never been a superstar and never believed in it. You don't see Indians in Hollywood films around which a story can revolve. As soon as we have a social presence in your society, I am sure there will be many actors from our part of the world that will be acting in Hollywood films. The select group of people who do make realistic cinema, who do make cinema perhaps a little more acceptable to the Western audience, is a very small percentage. I don't use any techniques, I'm not trained to be an actor. I just enjoy working in films. I know I should have never got into politics. And I've learned my lesson. No more politics. I'd like to believe that tomorrow is another challenge for me. I'm sure there is lots more for me to do, because there is lots and lots of stuff still to be explored. We must have song and dance in our lives, we've had it ever since the inception of cinema in India. Our stories are very social-based, very human-based. We are a very emotional nation. There are large numbers of people in India below the poverty line. There are large numbers of people who lead a meager existence. They want to find a little escape from the hardships of life and come and watch something colorful and exciting and musical. Indian cinema provides that. It's frightening to be facing an audience. There is always the fear of what they think of you, what they are saying about you.